Don't tell my friends and family, but I'm about to show you all the yummy Christmas gifts that I'm gonna make for them this year. If you guys are looking for some awesome homemade foodie gifts to give to your friends and family this year, I got you covered. I am so excited to show you guys my top 5 homemade edible food gifts that I've rounded up in this video for you guys today. I regularly make and give away these gifts every year to my friends and family, and they go crazy for them. We're starting off our countdown with number 5, which is chocolate orange granola. The holidays are a busy time of year for most people, and making 3 meals a day can be a lot of effort and can be overwhelming, especially during the holiday rush. So make the ones you love most an absolutely epic chocolate orange granola. It makes for a totally quick and delicious breakfast. Now personally, I love chocolate and orange year round, but there's just something that's like so festive about it around the holidays, and it's just very nostalgic for me. I used to eat those Terry's chocolate oranges like all the time. Every year I always got one, and they were like one of my favorite chocolates out there. Now I don't eat them, but I still love the flavor of chocolate and orange. So this is just like so nostalgic and reminiscent of my childhood Christmases, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who feel the same way. So this is totally a hit with everyone I've made this for in the past, and just everybody loves the ease of granola. You can just eat it by the handful for a quick, crunchy snack. Makes for quick breakfasts by just mixing it up with a little bit of milk. You can make some fancy granola or parfait bowls, and it's just the perfect thing to throw in someone's stocking. Just put some in a jar, tie a little ribbon around it, and you've got yourself a lovely little stocking stuffer. And not only is this granola absolutely delicious, but it's really easy to make. It's only got a few like very, very simple and inexpensive ingredients. Some of them you probably already have. It takes very little time to throw it together, so you can make a big giant batch, put it into little jars, and just have it ready to give away as gifts. Moving on to number 4 in my foodie gift list, a vegan eggnog or pumpkin spice nog. Now, for those of you who immediately gag when they think about eggnog, don't skip ahead, because in my opinion, this homemade vegan eggnog is far superior to any store-bought traditional eggnog with real egg in it. I know that eggnog traditionally can be a little bit polarizing. Some people absolutely love it and must have it every year, and some people absolutely hate it. Now, my hope is that this recipe will unite all of the eggnog lovers and haters, and they can all have one delicious drink to enjoy. And honestly, this is how I feel about my eggnog. It is so flipping good. It's really creamy, but it's not like got that sickly sweet, overpowering fragrance of nutmeg and whatever else is added to traditional eggnog. It can be toned up or toned down, really depending on your flavor preferences. It's perfectly creamy and smooth, and it's just got the loveliest, luxurious mouthfeel, but it also still feels like a lot lighter on the stomach than traditional eggnog. My version, of course, is vegan. It has no eggs, no dairy, and it's so easy to make. And it's actually fairly cost effective as well, especially if you're gonna be making it in large batches. Everyone who I have made this for and gifted it to, vegan and non-vegan, have totally loved it. People have asked me for my recipe, which I do have, of course, in this video description right here for you guys. It is just so flipping good. What's great about my version of vegan eggnog is that it's actually quite a lot more nutritious for you than store-bought nog. Of course, it has no eggs, which means no cholesterol. It has way less sugar, which makes it not overly sweet, which is one thing I never really liked about traditional eggnog, and even the store-bought vegan eggnogs that I've been seeing come out over the last few years. I've tried a few, and they're pretty good, but I found them all to be so incredibly sweet. So my version is just sweet enough, just spiced and fragrant enough, but it has the best texture. Plus, it can be enjoyed in every way that an eggnog drinker likes to drink their eggnog. In a latte, over ice, or with a little bit of rum mixed in. It's just perfect every single way. So for the eggnog lovers in your life, I highly recommend you give this a try and give it to those you love. And also, lastly, for the pumpkin spice lovers in your life, I've got a pumpkin spice eggnog as well that you guys can check out below. It is totally awesome. awesome. I would say just as awesome as the regular vegan nog, but it just got this lovely warm pumpkin spice fall flavor to it that can still totally be enjoyable throughout the holiday season. Moving on to number 3 in my foodie gift list, candy cane shortbread. Everybody loves to give and receive Christmas cookies all wrapped up in pretty little tins. So here's a brand new one to add to your baking list this year. I've been making candy cane shortbread for a few years now, and what I love about it is that it just totally like levels up a traditional shortbread cookie that most everyone knows how to make and usually includes in their holiday baking list, but it adds this delicious pepperminty sweet crunchy little spin, and it's just so flipping good, you guys. If you've never tried making candy cane shortbread, what are you waiting for? It's been a total hit with all of my friends and family who I have gifted to or had a baking day with, and they have all just loved it. Plus, if you make your shortbread with these little Christmas tree cookie cutters, it kind of looks like you've decorated them with all the little bits of the candy canes in them, and it turns out so cute. So if you were already planning on making shortbread this Christmas season, why not take some of those candy canes that are hanging on your Christmas tree or that are lying around your house, crush them up and add them to your shortbread. Plus, if you're looking for a shortbread recipe that is both vegan and gluten-free, I got you. It's in the description right here so you can check it out and see how to make them. Moving on to number 2 of my foodie gift list, Welsh tea cakes. What on earth is a Welsh tea cake? Well, if you don't happen to have a Welsh grandmother who's been making these for your family since before you existed, allow me to explain. Welsh tea cakes are a traditional little Welsh treat, and they're traditionally cooked on a skillet or on a flat top griddle. They're not baked in the oven. What's really interesting about them is that they're kind of like a combination between a scone and shortbread. Usually they're made with either currants, dried currants, or raisins, and the recipes usually use lots of butter and lard. My version of this recipe contains no lard and of course is both vegan and gluten-free. How do I describe them? They melt in your mouth. They have this delicate, lovely little crisp to them around the edges and on the tops and bottoms, but once you take a bite into them, they melt in your mouth. They're a little bit chewy, kind of like a scone, but they're crumbly as well, like a shortbread. And it's like the perfect combination of 2 totally delicious things that had a wonderful baby, and that is a Welsh tea cake. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about Welsh tea cakes. They are a part of my heritage. They are part of my upbringing. My family has been making them for, like I said, decades, and they're my grandma's recipe, and I don't know where she got her recipe from, maybe her grandmother. Everyone in my family knows how to make them. Everyone's got the recipe, and they're always at every kind of holiday gathering. I really hope I'm selling you on these, and if you're really not sure about them, just watch my video here. Once you try them, you're gonna be absolutely addicted, and you're always gonna wanna make them. I always give away little tins of them every year, and I always keep a big tin of them for myself because they're so good. Highly recommend. There's a reason why they're my number 2 favorite gift to give away to people who love to eat. So definitely consider making these. They'll be a total hit. We are almost at the end of this video, and I'm about to reveal my number 1 favorite gift to give away to people at the holidays, and it is homemade Nutella. Now, I personally don't think I've ever met someone who didn't like Nutella. I mean, hello, chocolate, hazelnut together in this beautiful, harmonious union of deliciousness. And what's even better is when you make it yourself, you can make it vegan, with no dairy, with no palm oil, and it is so flippin' good. I'm very passionate about this. I actually recently did just post my own recipe for homemade Nutella right down here, or right up here, that you can check out. For me and many others I know, Nutella has just been always kind of one of those comfort foods that you just reach for when you're feeling a little snacky, maybe you're feeling a little emo and you just need some chocolate therapy. Nutella is there for you. On a piece of toast, so good. By a spoonful, so good. Mixed into your baked goods, oh my God, so good. You know, you can make a big batch of Nutella and scoop it into little jars, put little labels on them, wrap them up with a little bow. Perfect stocking stuffer. Who wouldn't love to get chocolate hazelnut spread for Christmas? What's great about this homemade Nutella is that, like I mentioned before, it's actually quite a lot healthier than traditional store-bought Nutella, as it has way less oil, not to mention no palm oil, and it's got way less sugar, and you can actually choose what kind of sweetener you want to use. You could use any kind of granulated sweetener you like brown sugar or coconut sugar. You could use date syrup or maple syrup. The options are really open to whatever you like to use, or if you know people in your life who like to eat less sugar or less oil, this is a really thoughtful gift that you can make for them to cater to their dietary preferences and needs while still being something that's totally comforting and delicious. Highly recommend you guys check out the recipe and make some for your best foodie friends and fam. There you go, guys. There are my top 5 favorite foodie gift ideas for your friends and family this year. They're all super easy to make, easy to store, totally giftable. You can put them in tins, put them in jars, just give them to your loved ones on Christmas and they will love you forever. I promise. If you like this video, give it a big like, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any other future videos like this one here. Happy holidaying, happy fooding, happy baking, happy eating, and I will see you guys in another video real soon. Bye!